Welcome to the 20th video on building a social network with Go. Before anything, I would like to fix an issue with the back end. There. You can see the event source connection did timeout. Right after that, it connects again, but let's fix it. This is because these server timeouts I added. If I do a faster ping, you can see it does timeout right after 15 seconds. So, the culprit is the write timeout. In fact, idle timeout respects keep alive connections. So, we don't need that. It will fall back to the read timeout. I will remove the read timeout, so I can get rid of all that code to do the pings. It is just as how it was before. Sorry about that. Okay, now, it won't time out. With that out of the way, let's move into the user page. By providing a regular expression in the router, you can capture URL parameters. I will give it a name, so we can access to it easily. This is a very new feature in JavaScript. I will log the URL parameters for you to see. There. We can access through the index or the name I gave it. Since this is the user profile page, first, I want to fetch the user from the server. Let me add the correct type definition. There. Now, I can call this function at the top. Whoops, bad import. VS Code doesn't add the file extension by default. Be careful with that. User fetching looks okay. Let's also fetch the user posts. There. Now, I want to do both fetch at the same time. I will use promise.all for that. Looks good. Now let's render it. First, I want to show a big avatar and a username. Then, I want to show a badge next to the username if the user is following you. I don't really know how to display all of it. So, bear with me. Then, I want to show some user stats. Like the followers and followees count. Lastly, I want to show the follow button. I think that's it. Now we can render it. Okay. Let's do some CSS. Space to breathe is always good. I know I want to show the follow button at the right side. Better. Looks like those links are wrong. There. Okay, that should be enough. To display the post list, I will use a function I abstracted from the home page since it's the same logic we made to display the timeline. Yeah. This is because the API doesn't return the posts with the user. But we have the user here. So we can easily fix it by attaching the user to each post. Let me add some more posts to test the pagination. Yeah. It happens again. Let's add the user. Nice. Now, I want to add functionality to the follow button. When the user clicks on that button, we do a call to the server to toggle the follow. Let me add the type definition. After it, I want to update this followers count. So I will wrap it in an element to update just that. And of course, I will update the button. Let me add some ARIA attributes to indicate this is a toggle button. There. Now, let me see how the follows you badge looks. As expected. Let's fix it. I want to center this. But I really don't know what class name give to it. I will give it a non-semantic name and change it later. Naming sure can be difficult. There. I want to give some space here in between. Yeah. Now it looks fine. Before finishing this video, let's fix something I was hoping to happen during I was recording, but it doesn't happen that easily. Because we are doing these two requests at the same time, we can get an error in the back end at the build SQL query function. The reason is because using a map is not secure for concurrent use. My bad. We just need to replace this map with a sync map. And that's it. Now it should be perfectly secure for concurrent use. And that's all for this video. See you in the next.